Hello and a very warm welcome back to Trust TV. I am your host, Marcus De Silva. Let's look more macro to Europe, which there's no doubt it's kind of been out of favour. There's been some weak economic data, particularly in 2018. Do you think investors have a good reason to be pessimistic about Europe?
Hey, I'm sure they've always got good reasons to be pessimistic about Europe, and more broadly, okay? And look, when you look at continental Europe, you're talking about a dozen or so countries. So there'll always be some negative political news out there, particularly in a world of sort of 24-hour news. But beyond that, simplistically, do I think things will get better or worse? I think they might get better from here. Europe's very geared to global trade. You know, Trump and Xi may be having the spat, but it's Europe that feels it, okay? So if there's any ratcheting down of those trade wars as we go into a US election, which may be likely, then Europe will benefit. It will be the key beneficiary, okay? And as I say, some of the economic data is pointing upwards. Another area we've seen that's been weak in continental Europe has obviously been the automotive space. You only have to think of Germany to see how important that is to Europe. But again, we'll start to see hybrid cars, we'll start to see electric cars. And maybe the demand picks up after a pretty big lull. And so I think there are reasons to be optimistic.
What effect will further QE in Europe have on equity markets?
It obviously supports them. Some would argue that it might lead to sort of higher valuations for some of these growth stocks, but I don't feel that they can go much further. As I say, they're crowded trades, they're on high multiples, they're 50, 60 times earnings. We've gone a bit crazy on that, but it will be supportive. But as Mr. Draghi said, I mean, what we're crying out for is probably fiscal policy. We might see some. Even in Germany, where they've obviously got a constitution that requires a balanced budget. But, I think if you wrap it around a green agenda, we might start to see a bit of fiscal spending. And I think we'll see that soon.
Now, apologies if we didn't get round to your question, but if you would like them answered, then please email investment.trust@janicehenderson.com and the managers will respond as soon as they are available to do so. Until next time, goodbye.